Hey everybody, look on the screen, look on the screen. Black women, alert, alert. One vanished, one missing, and another one murked. Got two stories here to discuss. Let me go ahead and show the first one. Let's check it out, beautiful people. Welcome to the BC. Jealousy, envy, theft, robbery, and murder is pretty much guaranteed. Fair use. Here's the first story.
It's after 6. Welcome back into Daybreak. Well, it's been 7 years since a Memphis man saw his daughter, Trenisha Bean, was found dead in 2015 inside her home.
Yeah, since then, police and the family continue to search for clues that might get them closer to solving her killing. Her loved ones are asking for help in order to bring them much-needed closure. Greg Hurst has more in today's Manhunt Monday.
I'm just like on an emotional roller coaster. I've been angry, sad.
John Bean knows heartache and pain. That's because his daughter was murdered. In 2015, Shelby County Sheriff's deputies say his daughter, Trenisha, was murdered inside her Southeast Shelby County home. She was only 24 years old. Bean remembers getting that early morning phone call from Trenisha's mother.
She was screaming, and I really couldn't understand it, but she just said, she's gone. I just literally stopped breathing.
Bean rushed over to his daughter's home, praying the news wasn't true.
Once I turned the corner, it was just, as they would say, a sea of blue lights. It was just, I couldn't even see the house for the lights.
Deputies say Trenisha's boyfriend reported her murder. She had been shot multiple times.
I wanted to go up to see or try to find out what was going on, and they wouldn't let me because of the crime scene. So I really didn't see my baby until she was at the morgue.
Just as devastating, Trenisha's family says her 3-year-old daughter was inside the home when her body was discovered.
I really believe it was a home invasion, and they probably was hoping no one was home, and she was. And my guess would be she knew the persons or whoever it was, and they just felt like they couldn't leave her alive.
Deputies flagged several clues outside the couple's home, like this hair and this boot. But almost 7 years later, Bean says he's still waiting on his daughter's killer to be brought to justice.
You're not only a murderer, you're a thief. You robbed me. You robbed my entire family. You robbed my grandbaby of a mother.
If you know who killed Trenisha Bean, you're urged to call Crime Stoppers at 901-528-CASH. Your tip could help put a dangerous criminal behind bars and $2,000 cash in your pocket. Remember, all calls are confidential.
Wow. Trenisha's daughter is now 11. Mr. Bean says he feels so helpless when his daughter says that she misses her mom or wishes that her mom was here. If you have a story that you would like us to profile.
Dusties bring drama. Oh, they bring trauma. Now, here's the part I found interesting, and it makes me wonder if it was maybe a man and a woman. Okay, check this part.
Hair and this boot, but almost like several clues outside the couple's home, like this hair and this boot.
Now, there might be a man's boots, some Timberlands, and the hair is probably a woman or maybe a transgender woman. You know, some of these guys, they wear lace fronts too. So it makes me wonder, no forced entry. The dad thinks it's someone that she knew. So it makes me wonder if it was maybe a man and a female, a male and female. And maybe there was an altercation, and some of that little weave, as you can see, is lying on the ground right here. I'm kind of wondering. It may have been an altercation, and maybe this little weave patch fell out as they were leaving. and then you've got his boot. So that would tell me, in my opinion, that they were in a rush to get up out of there, and it probably was someone that she knew. And in true Dusty fashion, and Dustinas, don't forget the Dustinas are just like their men. They're very dangerous, very dangerous. And jealousy in the BC is like it's so prevalent. I was telling a friend of mine, I'm like, see, everybody's cool. Let's say you're all on the same level and everybody's broke, then it's all good in the hood. Heaven forbid somebody come into some money, win a scratch off or whatever. Don't tell the others. Because chances are, if you do, they're going to be all looking at you. Oh, girl. Well, let me try to get me some of that money. Yeah, people prey upon each other. And then when you don't, you're not going to pay all their bills and, take them to the mall and buy this, that, and the other. They're looking at you real strange. Say what? Oh, you're going to keep all your money to yourself? Well, heck yeah. Self-preservation. Because here's the deal. With most people, not all, but with most, they're going to look at you as an answer to their problems. And if you do give them the money, that's a big mistake because they're going to keep on coming back. And so you can say yes 5 times. If you refuse to write the check on the 6th time and you say no, you made the worst enemy of your life. Don't forget, you already wrote 5 checks. 6th time you say no, oh, then you start to realize, man, if I had never had this fool out, I wouldn't have had this problem. And which is so sad. That's why it's hard to help people. Looking at this young woman here, I wonder if it was jealousy and they, want to steal something. People sometimes will be your friend and they'll see your life is evolving. Or maybe you have something nice things. Deep inside, you have no idea what's behind that smile. Jealousy and envy. You're progressing and they're not. You got a nice house, you got a nice spot. They'll start looking at you. Oh, let me see what's on the inside. She got some nice things. The devil you know. 7 years. Welcome to the BC. Look at the orphans. How many black women gotta get God? Look at all the orphans created. And not by the clan. In this case here, I'm thinking it's a man and a woman. Every 5.5 hours. In most of the cases, it's by a man, by a black man in most cases, 5.5 hours. 7 years, no closure. And the sad thing is, somebody will know, well, I don't want to get involved when they're going to bring her back. Depravity. The depravity of it all. And now he has to raise his granddaughter. Look at the hurt and the pain inflicted upon this family. And now he has to raise a child, and the child misses her mother. But this is what we do in the BC. Like animals, we love to savagely attack each other. Pain, death, and drama in the BC, that's pretty much guaranteed. Rest in peace, rest in power. Whew, prayers up for the family. And hopefully someone can have some sort of decency and do the right thing. Somebody knows something. Somebody within that little group, the people that she knows something. And they'll be silent. It might be a so-called best friend. But the little weave track, the partially weave track, and that Timberland boot, I'm wanting is the male and female. The awesome, deathly duo. I hope they can capture them, or capture, and the family can get some closure. A daughter deceased, and she's missing a mommy. They wiped out the chance for her to maybe create generational wealth. tears families apart. But again, that's what happens. Welcome to the BC. Now let's go ahead and look at this next story here. This is so really weird. Let me go ahead and play the clip, and you all can let me know what you think. I kind of wonder if they were into something kind of shady and with the baby daddy. So let's go ahead and check it out. People, fair use.
Series tonight focuses on the mysterious disappearance of a young woman from South Carolina. Alexis Ware is a mother of two who vanished just before her 30th birthday, and no one can figure out why. Alexis was last seen at a gas station just outside of Greenville, South Carolina. Her car, later found about an hour away. That was 3 months ago, and there has been no sign of her since. Correspondent Janelle Ford is live from outside that 7-Eleven tonight. That was Alexis's last known location. Janelle, the family told you that something seemed off with Alexis before she went missing. What more did they share?
Yeah, Marnie, they said that she wasn't acting like her normal self. She wasn't excited for her upcoming 30th birthday. At one point, telling them that she wasn't sure if she'd even make it to the milestone and alluding that someone may have been following her.
As Travis Ware scrolls through pictures of his big sister Alexis, he says he can't help but think back to the days leading up to her disappearance.
She kept thinking that she wasn't going to make it to her 30th birthday.
Then, a series of concerning Facebook posts.
They were kind of not her norm, but eventually they were deleted.
Unusual behavior for the aspiring social media model known for her style and big personality.
Alexis is the life of the party.
Which is why Travis is still so puzzled by what happened on January 30th. That afternoon, Alexis met up with her son's father at the 7-Eleven off Highway 29 in Anderson, South Carolina, about 30 minutes from her home in Greenville. There, he buys her gas, and then Alexis loads their 2-year-old son and her 9-year-old daughter in his car, all captured on surveillance video not yet publicly released. Travis says investigators let him watch it and nothing looks out of the ordinary. Until after the two drive off, Alexis starts following her son's father to another location, but then abruptly speeds off. Then she vanishes. The next day, worry, her phone is going to voicemail and no one can reach her. Another day passes and the family files a missing person report with the Anderson County Sheriff's Office. Then, a few days after that, the only real clue, Alexis's bright red Honda found muddied in McCormick, South Carolina, a small rural town a little over an hour from Anderson. Inside the car, her cell phone, wallet, keys, and a bag full of clothes in the trunk.
Was there a reason that she might have made that trip?
No, my sister doesn't know anyone in McCormick. She doesn't have any relatives. We don't have any relatives there. She doesn't have any friends there in McCormick. So that threw me off.
With the discovery came a multi-agency search, law enforcement canvassing more than 200 acres of land, looking for any sign of the missing mom.
From what I can gather, they did K9 tracks down there. They flew the area down there with aviation.
Sergeant J.T. Foster with the Anderson County Sheriff's Office says they've also collected cell phone records, GPS data, and interviewed family, friends, and associates.
We checked with the hospitals, local detention centers, the coroner's office to make sure there's not been nobody that's not been identified yet. You didn't check with TSA for flights to make sure that she didn't leave the country.
But nothing. It's almost as if Alexis vanished into thin air.
We're about 3 months, almost exactly 3 months since her disappearance. Are there any clear leads?
Not that I'm aware of.
The case puzzling for both investigators and Alexis's loved ones.
Would you have gone this long without getting in contact with you all?
No, not at all. One, she loved her kids. She's not going to go a day without speaking to her kids. She's not going to go a day without seeing her kids. My sister loves social media. She's not going to go a day, a few hours, a few minutes off of Facebook or Instagram.
But Travis says while the outcome may look grim, he's still holding out hope he'll be reunited with his big sis.
I have hope. I have faith. I have faith. And I'm not going to give up.
Wow. My first thought about it, baby daddy may know something. Clothes in the back. A lot can go through your mind. Maybe was she doing something for some cash, some so-called modeling gig. A lot can go on. But I'm just kind of wondering. The brother steps up to speak about the girl. Where is the baby daddy? Where is he? If you see a black male in a picture, sometimes it's the grandfather, the father, for the few that give a darn, or a relative brother. Where's the baby daddy? You know, the baby daddy that these women, most black women, put on a pedestal. My king. Where is he? Where is the baby daddy? She had the brother is out front. I don't put anything past him. I just don't. Sometimes women, they will do the unthinkable for these men. Not saying that she did, but I'm saying in general. Sometimes, a lot of times, these men are feeding off these women. Oh yeah, that's how they eat. But I'm just trying to understand, where is he for the story? Baby daddy, where you at? And he's the father of her son. You were the last one to see her alive. So she didn't think she was going to make it to her 30th birthday, and obviously she did not. See, stuff like that. We want to always keep a secret. What goes on in this house stays in this house. If something weird is going on, leave a letter. Get it on a safety deposit box. And if something happens, put all the details in the darn box and leave a key with somebody. But we don't want to do that. We want to keep no. And I hate to say it, that's how we look up and things start happening. We don't think, we just do. And we hope it's going to turn out right. A lot of people call those numbers for what? For rental assistance, and hope it's going to turn out right. And it didn't. And they had to pack up in the night. I want to know, where is the baby daddy? Where is his interview? Was he keeping the kids while she goes and does something? Cute looking girl. The chick could be trafficked or something. 3 months? And she loves social media? If she is still here, which I hope she is, she could be trafficked or something, and he won't say a word. But go ahead, ladies, stand by your cane. If you got a decent man, I'm with you. But if not, where is he at to plead for his girlfriend's, the mother of his child, her safety? I don't know either party, but I doubt it. He's probably told everything. I really doubt it. But because see, black women, man, we'll go hard for them. We'll go hard for our man. Who's gonna go hard for you? Ladies, be on alert. Sometimes you think something shady gonna go on, and you want to keep it private. You can write a note, and then as they start going through your things, they can, hey, this says this right here. But I hate to say it, in true black woman fashion, we'll protect these. We'll be protective until the very end, to our own detriment. So now this happened. She's vanished for 3 months, and then she thinks she's gonna make it to her 30th birthday. You know something was going on. Keeping it a secret. You think baby daddy don't know? I hate to say it, boo. A lot of times you want to think it's true, but a lot of times these men really don't love you. They need you. So, ladies, black women in particular, be on alert. It's too many of us missing, and it's too many getting murked. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share. I look forward to your thoughts, any updates. Thanks for listening, and I'm out.